G'day and welcome back to that new Hobby Highs Armies from scratch. It's been about 3 weeks since my last video. I've been running around for work. That cyclone has caused a lot of damage and I've been going to various sites for repairs and just haven't had time to sit down and do a video. So hopefully back to normal progress after this. So this is a update on 21 days worth of hobby in 1 week. So let me have a look. What have we done? We have been super duper clicky clack busy. First off, I got the for the Nemesis Titan, the guns put together. She's primed out the black barrel. I've got the patterns on it. She's all coloured in. This is a bloody brilliant bit of kit. Whoever designed this deserves a bloody medal. It is spectacular. It's the Nemesis Quake Cannon. And it's basically a big ass bloody revolver. You got like you got your barrels here. A very cool little detail is the interactive locking pins, which lock the shell casing in line with the barrel. It's such a nifty looking little bit of kit, and the ammo bins in the back. It's so cool. It's actually well thought together. This actually is one of those weird futuristic 40k, 30k weapons that actually looks like it could work with a lot of extra bling and nonsense on it. But still, I rather like it. I especially like this like a little rod here at the front, because most modern like guns, they have a little programmable sensor here which can program the shells as they come out. And I imagine this is something similar. But this is an absolute cracker, and it's freaking massive. Look at that compared to a dude. It's absolutely horrendously huge, and I'm rather enjoying that. I don't know if you can see, but I've got the thigh plate on this dude now. So he's and the waist cables. I've got some black and yellow there. This one's on the back. I didn't notice this until literally I just picked it up now. But obviously, when I put it on, I've rubbed some of the paint away here, and that needs to be a bit refreshed. What else have I done? I've had to redo my Trios paint job because it was an absolute mess. You know, when I spray painted and marked it all up, I was going to have paint all in the engine, so I stripped it all back, filled up these holes with blue tack and repainted them. The other one I'm still assembling in bits. But I had to redo the patterns, and I think they're going to come up all right. Done the patterns on the second trio, the rear of the second Trios. So that's all right. And I've done the spats as well. So lots of work being done on those. They're going to come up all right when they're all done. But currently, because I know I can do these tanks relatively quickly, my priority is to get the Titan done. What else have I done? I'll show you the main body in a little bit. I've gotten some decals on a bloody Daradeo. If we can clean that up, ready to go. I put together and marked up and highlighted this Explorator Land Raider. I just recently sold like 5 of them because I decided I didn't need them in my army. And another unit of Flamers. All ready to go. So, what else have I done? Right. Now, this is the big bit. I'll just move this out over here. This, you can't put it down because this flexes, so you've got to always put the bloody thing upside down until it's in its mount. Now, the main body, I don't know if you can see this. I'll just move the camera a wee bit. All right. So, the main body's had quite a bit of work to it now. So I've put on the neck plate, the throat plate, and these 2 side plates, the defensor weapons, are all nicely on. Rather like this aspect of it. I've just got to be very careful how to handle it. It's quite a heavy piece, nearly a fucking kilo. So this I've put together, and I've decided to call this the oath plate, right? Because according to Wikipedia or whatever it is, the one of the things. The internet history lore of House Parasagus, Gilliman himself brokered a deal with the Titan Legion, seeing that the Cult Mechanicum weren't fixing them because they were too separate from the Cult Mechanicum. So he gave them a Forge World in lieu of like fighting alongside of the Legion and freaking being there when he calls. So I've decided to put a decal of Gilliman here, which I had made up special, and some like little wordy bits to actually say, this is the deal we entered into with Gilliman and the Ultramarines, and this is, our statement, this is their statement, this is the proper legalese wording, and just, it sort of ties it in to what little history is written of this Titan Legion. I've also gotten the in the back here, you can see these ammo bins, 1, 2, black and yellow. It's not just Iron Warriors. It can be bloody anyone on your black and yellow. It's a warning sign. And these absolutely phenomenal cranes, 2 apiece with this ammo bin in here, with a shell ready loaded in. So when the gun's in place, so it'll be something like this. These articulated cranes lift the shell up and actually ram them into the back of the bloody revolver. It's spectacular design. So I've got them all weathered them all up like to be greased and highly used, highly greased, like an old dirty derrick crane would be. And I've put in the shield and arm weapon generators. I'm very happy with this one. The stripes all line up in this fashion. They don't look so good from the top. But I think it's coming together very fucking nicely. It's super heavy. I can't currently put him on the Titan body because it's so the point of balance is here. So the point of balance keeps on folding back like this. And I damn near dropped it once and the heart fell out my ass. Caught it luckily because it was one of those slow tips. Whoa, go and grab it. But I think all in all, it's going to come up little gunbusters when it's all black and blue. Because when Calth happened, these were at parade standard. I put a bit of, when I come to doing the full weather, and I put a bit of dirt around their feet. But these are all polished up and clean and ready for war. And that's the standard they were at, like, and at the parade muster on Calth. So that's what I actually want, a nice clean or semi-clean, less weather-worn looking Titan. And it's coming along all right. So very happy with that. That's a good couple of hours. We've got the heat burn and the chrome finish on the exhausts. It looks very, very, very dark. I'm quite happy with that. Something's just dropped on the floor. Let's hope it wasn't fragile. Oh, fuck me. So yeah, very, very fucking happy with that. And I think I can't, it won't sit there just yet, but if you have a look at the whole bloody thing, tell me that's not going to look the business when it's done, eh? That's going to look absolutely spectacular. So this has been practically, just give me a second while I put this back safely. There you go. It's sitting on a bloody Airfix box over there of a Fokker Wolf. It's got it's the right height and the right width to not sit on anything and break it. But everything else is going really well. The progress has been slow, but I've only, like I said, I've been out and about doing lots of work, and I haven't had any time to game, haven't had very much time to even sit down and paint. But what I have managed to make some progress, as you've seen the last 20 days. I'd say maybe 4 hours a week, maybe 5 hours last week. So total of 12, maybe 16 hours in total. On and off, bits and bobs. The putting down the masks and then the post-mask cleanup, that's the most time-heavy part of the bloody build. I've also had some paint lift off some of the resin panels, and I've had to use a bit of simple green, scrub it off and repaint it there downstairs at the moment. Now, I did want to read out, last week I posed a question about the nature of magic, and a chap by the name of GameSpy1015 gave me the most eloquent fucking answer. So I want to reread it to you, and this because I was like wondering what's the difference between word bearer magic, which is purely tapped into the chaos gods, and null magic, and then like Thousand Suns magic, which seems to be book learned. And he gave me a quote. I'm just going to read it out to you. So this is as ad hoc verbatim. All right, just take me specs off. This is from GameSpy 1015. To offer an answer, read the magic of 30k. To my understanding, the Sisters of Silence and those like them, blanks, nulls and pariahs, etc., could disrupt the magic because they don't have a soul. As for the magic itself, broadly, all magic we see in 30k comes from the same place, the warp. It's not much about where the power comes from as to how it's projected into our reality. I like to think about it as paint. The energy we see as warp magic is very different to wizards that can channel it through different facets. So you have the colour of paint, you can use a brush, a roller, a spray can or an airbrush and just throw a bucket against the wall. But more specifically regarding the word bearers in Thousand Suns, the word bearers use their magical power to communicate with the beings that live within the warp, and the chaos gods influence how the magic power impacts our reality. By contrast, the Thousand Suns pull the magic from the same place, but instead of using it to commune with warp creatures, they shape the power for themselves. Generally speaking, to be a psyker, you have to be an immensely bright soul, and the brightness of a soul determines how much warp energy that being has the capacity to manipulate, or if we go back to paint for a tick, manipulate the warp. The Thousand Suns go up to the counter and take a can of paint. Beauty. The word bearers talk to the paint guy, and the paint guy mixes up the colour. This is brilliant. Magic is warp energy expressed through real space through different filters depending on the user. Now that is the clearest description of magic in 30k. He wrote that just ad hoc. God knows how he typed it out in his phone. But bloody hell, that is... Dude could start a channel with explanations like that, couldn't he? Absolutely spectacular. So yeah, that actually really answered my question well. I have no further questions, sir. Thank you very much. The other thing I'm done is that I had a fella take me up last week. I asked if anyone wanted me to talk about their army, send me some pictures and all that, and I did have a chap named Ryan Mirza, and he gave me some lovely pictures of his competition White Scars army. So at the end of this vid, keep your eye out, and I'll put some pictures up and a write-up of what he said about his army, and it is beautiful. It is absolutely spectacular. Fuck, have I just spilled yellow? Absolutely spectacular. If you want me to, at the end of it, if you want me to talk about or show off your army for you, there's an email in the description. Send me a name, a bit of spiel, and some photos and some vids, and I'll hook it all together, stick it on the end of the video, and spruik on about your army. Quite happy to do so. Anyway, other than that, I've got 40-odd Secutari to do. Most of them are done to a fairly decent standard. They still need their highlights and their whites brought out, but they're looking quite nice. I don't know what a little spearman's supposed to do. Mulling around the feet of a Titan. But apparently it's a critical part of the actual defense of a Titan is to have 20 or so dudes just running around in front of it, trying not to get stepped on. I don't think that sounds like a job with much future opportunities, to be honest. But then again, not much in the 40k or 30k universe does. I was still working on the side bits, still working on the Sons of Horus Saturnine armour. It's coming up quite nice. Still got a few over there which I'm still working on, but they're not the priority. The priority is to knuckle in, get this 3,000 point army done, and then have a couple of games with it. But all in all, 3-week hiatus. I do apologise. It's just been super hectic. As much as I like to try and do these every week, life's going to get in the way. The world's going to get in the way, and just the way of it. But I will keep you updated as I progress as best I can for the near future. And if I do decide to shut down the channel or do anything like that, although I don't see that happening, yous will have plenty of notice. All right? So anyway, that's it from me. Love the lot of yous. Give the missus a kiss, and I'll see yous all later. Oh, and don't forget to watch after this for Ryan Mirza's White Scar Army. Cheerio. All right, armies on parade. Ryan Merzer's White Scars. He created this army for a narrative campaign he did a month ago, and he wanted to cram in a good amount of jet bikes. Lore-wise, it's mainly Terran veterans and a few Chagorans mixed in. It's a true labour of love. He loves the freedom that White Scars give you when you paint them with all their designs and stuff. Mainly Kratos, the spoilers and Sicarans, and have a look at it. It is a spectacular army. It is really nice. It stands out. It is spectacular.